Well, today I think I'm going to fire up the 81 marquee. This one's been sitting since July or August of last year, so she's been sitting for 9 months. This one's got the 351 Windsor. So does Blue Thunder over there. It was actually, I wouldn't say it's common, but it was definitely more common to see these 351s up here in Canada. I know the last cold start video I did of this thing, everyone was saying I had the 302, but nope. Right there. This is one of the rigs that got a full detail last year. Oh, dang. I don't even want to drive it. Just want it to stay clean forever. Anyways, let's put that battery in. See if the old girl comes to life for 2025. That's kind of a redundant statement. Of course she's going to come back to life. Contact. Ha! I friggin' knew it. What the heck is with this battery and its freaking bad connections all the time? Piece of junk. Okay, you're gonna make me get out of this behemoth 20 times before you start cranking? Nope. Boy, this battery sucks. Oh, this one's warm. That's the one that had the bad connection. Oh, don't pump it. We're at a lethal state right now. If we pump it too much, we're gonna flood it and we're gonna be here for a while. No, I think she might need a couple more. Okay, I think I might have flooded it. Put her to the mat. And wait for this friggin' old starter. I'm not being quick enough. Quick blips. Okay, no, it's not flooded. Put the crap out of it now. Get teased by this stupid old starter. Usually it doesn't just fart and kick like this 20,000 times. Usually she just takes right off. It should have enough gas. There it goes. Oh, she's... There, she's alive. Finally, it was worth it. I just realized I completely forgot to check the fluids. Well, the oil pressure light went out, so I guess we had oil. This power steering fluid leaks a little bit sometimes. Definitely low according to the dipstick. If we still got power steering, it's not too bad. Oh, I think it's working. I guess I'm gonna pump the tires up and pull her on out of here. Well, I smell the extremely hot cats, so I guess she's warmed up. Crap, the gas pedal's stiff in this car. I'm not used to that. I'm used to that newer van there. I've got a Sally foot now. Oh, I forgot the, what's it called there? The vacuum advance thingy. The diaphragm ruptured on it. So it has no vacuum advance at the moment. That gives it a very laggy, gutless feeling at low throttle driving. I'll shut her down for a bit here. I'm going to pump the tires up. Alrighty, well, the power steering wasn't very low. I also remember there was a small coolant leak up on the top of the radiator somewhere. It was just a couple of tubes down. So it never really got super low on coolant, but it wouldn't hold pressure. Something else I'm going to need to fix. I guess always double check that there's no pressure before we open this. Yeah, same thing. It's just down about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Look at that. Looks like I also need a belt pretty soon here. Trying to think, did I ever put a belt on this car? I can't remember. It's looking pretty friggin' old. Oh shoot, I forgot to put gas in. Let's cruise around with it for a bit and get more of the old stuff out first, I guess. Oh, we're back in high idle again. Yeah, I have the high idle and kickdown and stuff set fairly close on this car to what it should be, I think. Well, to what I like them to be, but on this car it actually works fairly well. It does have a little problem with keeping running on the first start when it's actually cold out. So either you gotta feather it and keep it alive for about 5 or 7 seconds, then it's good. Or just let it stall and give it another pump and fire it up and away it goes. Depends what stage of high idle you want. If you want it to warm up super quick, you leave it in the initial stage of high idle, and if you want to let her actually idle for a good 15 minutes, then you let her kick down to the second stage of high idle. Well, other than having that doggy feeling of no timing advance, she's still not missing a beat. I wonder if I should get an Amazon part for this thing. I'm not too sure. Boy, this car is a good coaster. Put it in neutral and it just hardly even stops. What is that, a mallard duck up there? Oh, it is, look at that. Oh, there it goes. Gonna go land in this little slough. Oh no, that little slough's actually dried up this year, look at that. Fishermen will be all up in there. Radio still function?
Mornings with Andy. Music.
Sounds like these speakers are trying to conk out. I wonder if that's a deck problem or speaker problem. Oh wait, actually I remember it doing that. Sometimes if you turn the amp on and off a couple of times, it'll kick the other side back in. Yeah, does she ever feel doggy without that vacuum advance? I suppose I better go put some gas in the thing. I remember not too long after I got this car, I actually even got the dash pot working on the carburetor. And if you don't know what the dash pot is, that's the little I don't know, I want to call it a hydraulic apparatus. But basically, when you open up the throttle, a little plunger, which is like just a little hydraulic thing, pushes out a little bit. And then when you let off the throttle, it just hits on that plunger and then it slowly closes that last little bit. So the vehicle doesn't stall if you just like blip the throttle like that at a stop. And it's just supposed to help with like backfiring and stuff if you're just putting it right to the mat and let off and snap the throttle closed right away. Gosh, man, my friggin' arm always gets so tired holding the camera up for some reason. Probably has nothing to do with the smoking cigarettes. Oh, I forgot how luxurious this old girl is. Oh, I just love boats. I love my driving sofas. Boy, she's smelling funny. I can't tell, is that just coolant I'm smelling, or is it... Almost sounds like it's like a hint of plastic burning. Whatever, let's put some fuel in it. And we'll decide if something is burning. Oh no, I think that's just the exhaust. Exhaust slash coolant. No pressure. Ain't leaking right now because it's low enough to not leak, but you might be able to see that buildup there around that tube. That's right where it's leaking. Now it's most likely leaking because it's kind of getting rotten, and if that's the case, probably no amount of solder would fix it, but I'm probably going to try anyways, just for poops and giggles. The rad in Blue Thunder over there doesn't leak a drop, so I might just take the rad out of that one, you know, and swap them. And then I'll fix this one for Blue Thunder. Honestly, this car probably doesn't need a coolant change. I changed it. Well, almost 10 years ago now, I guess, but I guess about 8 years ago now. It's a heck of a lot better than the Blue Thunder's coolant that's probably 20 years old at this point. I've never changed it. So it probably wouldn't hurt to change the coolant in that car, and I guess this car too. Swap out the rads. There we go, ready to rest for a little longer. Just look at that old beaut. Just a classic example of a rig that's ready to go. Once in a blue moon, I get a little bit of that vibe that I used to feel back in the day. I think it's time to get back to that.